We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the New Orleans Pelicans come in for this one. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined as always by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And for the Pistons, we've got another hometown game here in Detroit, and they're battling it out for playoff position, presently 8 games off the lead.
Well, you know, I think for Detroit, they've just been having an outstanding season. I mean, no other way to describe it. They're making strides in the stands and playing excellent basketball.
And they've got to like their position as they approach the postseason, playing their best basketball of the year right now.
So the Pelicans win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Money, he's in at point guard. Davis is out there with Paul George. And there's Bryant, and it's Knox in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
And here's Jackson. Pass to Russell. He kicks it to Monroe. The 9-foot shot. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Well, he's right there at about 71% from the line this season. Probably somewhere below where he'd like to be.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year.
Wow. Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
So it's Detroit now. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case.
He tore it down that time. Oh, as nasty as it gets.
That's a good thing, right, Clark?
Yeah, it sure is. That's a good nasty.
Because that dunk was great.
It was awesome.
There's good nasty and there's bad nasty. That was good nasty. Let's get that straight, Kevin.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. And the pass to Yates. Back to Jackson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Jackson's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
Here's Money. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And that one's good. Money's got 7 points in the game.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%. Can't do better than that.
Jackson passes to Yates. The feed now to Russell. Outside Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Russell. Off target from outside. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. The Pelicans shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. 2 shots. Free throw, good, Bryant. Oh, free throws good from Bryant. The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. On the wing, Jackson. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Outside, Russell. Just 4 to shoot. Again, Russell missing. Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against Dallas.
I just loved the rhythm they got into offensively. I mean, they really started to click from the outset, and it carried through the whole way.
And that result was indeed impressive. They basically cruised all the way home.
Knocks it loose. He's all alone. The finish. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. They've got to pad their lead any time an opportunity presents itself. And I'll tell you what, that was a golden one there.
Jackson passes to Yates. And it's Paul George with the foul. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Paul George with the steal.
That's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right on top of the other.
Yeah, I think they just need to slow it down for a minute. Catch their breath before they give the ball away again.
Down low. Detroit with the rebound.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Russell kicks to Jackson. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Now we'll go to DB, who had a chance to talk with head coach Brad Stevens. Doris?
We discussed their defensive strategy going up against Kobe Bryant. He said, well, he probably has the best footwork of any player in the game. You can't give him any room in his jump shot, but when he's got all those fakes, it's so tough. Guys, he said he knows Kobe is going to get his points. They just want to try to limit his efficiency out there. Guess we'll see how they do.
And thanks for that story, Doris. In low to Monroe. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 12. Pelicans pull it in. Davis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Kobe dishes to Davis. Pass to Money. Back to Davis. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, they had a pretty good grasp of the game plan coming into this one. That's been very apparent.
And anytime a team gets a double-digit lead in the first quarter, Steve, you could be headed for blowout city.
Okay, take a look here at some of the numbers for Paul George. He's been a force for them over the past month as you take a look at the league rankings. Averaging 13 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists.
Monroe outside. Yates defended by George. Outside for Jackson. Jackson missing again. Pelicans leading by 11. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear New Orleans head coach going over their plan during that last break. He immediately addressed their offensive game plan and detailed an aggressive up-tempo style. It sounds like their offense is going to come from the transition game. He was also adamant that they can take advantage of this defense with the use of solid ball screens and the pick-and-roll game. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And Russell gets it to go.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Shot from 16, outside for Kobe. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Pistons trailed by 13. It's Jackson with the drive. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it.
And that one's good. And 11 points for Money. Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
Used the screen and took it all the way.
That's basketball 101, guys. I mean, elementary. Use the screen to free yourself and then take it straight to the rack.
Yeah, very nice set play for him.
Well, that's using your head and using your body.
Feeds it to Monroe. Yates, defended by George. Dishes to Monroe. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
Pistons trailed by 9. Outside Jackson. Passes it to Yates. Shot clock at 6. Shoots a 3. Here's Nurkic. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Jackson passes to Russell. Outside Jackson. Davis with some nice D. Pelicans leading by 9. There's the lob to the hoop. And it's George finishing it off.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
It's a Detroit Pistons timeout.
All right, everyone relax. Run your sets, attack the rim, crash the boards on both ends, and we'll be fine.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The pass to Poole. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense. And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Jackson. Jackson missing again.
Tell you what, if their success on the boards in this first quarter is any indication, it's going to be a good day.
And rebounds usually are a good indicator.
Pistons trail by 14. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Westbrook, no good.
He's got a nice touch on that shot normally, but good defense there clogging the lane.
Here's Davis. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Anthony Davis. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Davis. He hits both from the stripe.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Jackson drives in. And nothing is falling for him right now. New Orleans leading by 16. In low to Davis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Davis has got 8 points.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Yeah, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. The offense really in a good groove.
Pass to Poole. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Jackson missing again.
It has not been an easy quarter for him. at least offensively speaking.
Pass to Money. Deflects the pass. Here's Jennings. 9 points last game out. Zerr guarded by Kerr. It's back to Jennings. Outside Jackson. 6 to shoot. Westbrook a screen on Kerr. Here's Serb. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Jennings. And yes, sir, that one drops.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
Pistons trail by 18. Jackson drives in. Oh, that's blocked.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yep, they were ready to go right from the opening tip.
Boy, they're really doing good work in the paint.
O'Neal's check in for the Pistons. The Pelicans shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. That's good for Money. And, well, Detroit shooting 33% here in the first quarter. The drive by Jackson from 12 feet out. And O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got his first points of the game. Here's Money. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. That is good. And the Pelicans lead by 21.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Jennings kicks to Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson.
He has just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
And I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him and quickly.
That is good. And that's now 21 points for Money.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
And they've been on fire offensively as a result, Clark.
Outside Jackson. He dishes it to Westbrook. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. New Orleans making a switch here.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Pelican substitution. Jeff T. Substitution on the court.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Setting the 4 now for the Pelicans. Money, he's in at the point. He's out there with Kobe, and it's Knox in at center.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Fires for 3. Can't get it to go. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
A lot of fans focused on that Philadelphia matchup. Big game for them.
That's a jump ball.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Outside, George. Money passes to Knox. And the foul called on the Detroit Pistons.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And so it's New Orleans with it. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Kobe. Outside, George. Fades away. Detroit with the rebound.
Tell you what, he can be really frustrating as a shooter. All you can do is grimace because you just can't find the range.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He ended up with 68 points and also had an incredible amount of assists, really setting his teammates up every minute on the court. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified, Clark.
Well, I know this opponent should be terrified because there's a good chance the momentum he gathered that night carries right over into this game.
Well, some of it will carry over. That's inevitable. It's just a matter of how much.
Poked loose, out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession.
Still Pistons ball. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 18.
Outside, Russell to the paint. Here's Nurkic. Off target at the rim. And the Pelicans with the possession. They're on a 20-6 run. And the shot is good. And that's 13 points for Paul George.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Out to the wing. The Pistons have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on.
And their success rate from the stripe this season about 77%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Here's Money. Here's Knox. Rebound, Detroit. Monroe's got rebound number 5 here tonight. In low to Russell. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
I think they're also getting some good looks in transition, doing a nice job of running the floor.
Gordon's checked in for the Pelicans. Shoots from 14. The shot's good from Money. Money's got 23 points.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
And the pass to Poole. To the wing on the left. From the arc, down to 5 on the shot clock. That one's good. He's got 11.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
Here we go, one-on-one.
Looking at the Pistons, Kevin, let's see how they performed over the last month in the NBA League rankings. Second in steals, second in three-point field goal percentage. And they also show up as a team in the top 5 in scoring. Boy, this team is balanced and versatile offensively.
Yeah, they just play hard, Clark. They play hard every single night, and that's really shown in those steals totals that you talked about. They really attack the offense. They try to make every possession a difficult one. And when they're on their game, they're forcing turnovers, creating havoc, and then getting out in transition.
In low to Davis. Here's Knox, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. He has 5.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two teams.
Defensively, the intensity just hasn't been there. They've got to pick up the pace.
New Orleans has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
One of the sweetest moves in the game, the reverse layup in traffic.
Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. They get a hand on it. And that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Pistons making a change here. Jackson's checked in.
For the Pistons, back on the floor, Reggie Jackson.
Little turnaround, and Detroit again with the bucket. Pelicans shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's slammed in by Davis.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous, stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
Jackson passes to Yates. Poke loose. Back to Jackson. Expanding his range. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
And, well, Detroit shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
Pistons have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
2 free throws.
And he can't hit the second. Here's New Orleans, and this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
They picked this team apart the couple of times they squared off with them last year. And on paper, they weren't evenly matched, and on the court, they weren't either.
Here's Jackson. 5 points in the game. Pass to Yates. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 15 points in the game.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter. So we got a moment now to check out the story on Reggie Jackson. How last month turned out for him, averaging about 3 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And when you take his overall contributions on the whole, he's been putting up some pretty good numbers, but I think he can do more.
And, Steve, sometimes that's just part of the game, weathering periods where your stats might not show all of what you're doing on the floor. Wow, this game just a commanding performance for money. He has 23 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
Yeah, to watch him spread the ball around, get everybody involved is a thing of beauty.
Both free throws good for money.
Well, great focus at the free throw line. They're taking care of business.
That's exactly how you keep on the lead. 100% free throwing for the quarter, that'll do it.
Here's Yates. And Detroit again with the bucket.
That's been a great day for him. And if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
New Orleans has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Russell dishes to Jackson. Passes it to Yates. It's tipped. Here's Money. He's got 25. While we're in this break, let's take a moment now to acknowledge the strong defense we've been seeing from that point guard position lately. These are the steal leaders among point guards since the All-Star break. Well, you look at Money, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
And all those swipes have come for him because of the endless energy he devotes defensively. And whoever he's guarding, he stays so close to him on the perimeter.
Yeah, he's the guy, if you're an opposing point guard, that you dread having to go up against. I mean, you don't want to see this guy because, like you said, he's going to be all over you, like bees on a pop can at a picnic. That's how much he hovers around you.
You got away with words, my friend.
He lobs up the alley. Oh, what a play!
Oh, look at that.
That is a
bringing down the house.
What a floor leader he's been at the offensive end.
You know, he's done a terrific job of moving the ball around, sharing it, dispersing it, and running the show.
Outside Jackson to the wing right side. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Pistons have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
Free throws.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
O'Neal's checked in for Russell. And the Pelicans also making a change. Stephen Curry's checked in for Paul George. And so he makes both from the line. New Orleans gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Money, guarded by Jackson. Three-pointer. And Steph Curry gets the three. Curry's got 10 points.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
And for the Pistons, they're shooting in the second quarter around 42%. The pass to Yates. Fires from 14. Drained for 2 points.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts. And the complexion of the game as a result, it may change.
52 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Money. He's got 27. Another one falls for New Orleans.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
The Pistons shooting under 40% all in all for the game. To the inside. Here's Yates. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And the Pistons making a change here. Jennings is...
Better passing. Come on.
Now here's Curry. 12 points for him. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. New Orleans moving it around. Back to Teague. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rodic laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Part of this interior collapse we've seen defensively is the reason they've struggled, and they're trailing by so much.
Stole. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Pelicans on top, running away with it. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, a double-double already in the books for you, and we're only at the half. Do you see them trying to throw different looks at you to slow you down?
Yeah, I expected they might. But at the same time, we're going to have an answer for that because the rest of this team, just dangerous on the offense is me.
Thank you for your time, Kevin. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
All right, fellas. Great job in the early going, but we've got to keep playing the same way. Keep this building out of it. Passing has been outstanding. You guys are playing smart team basketball. We've got to continue to share the ball exactly as we have been. We did take advantage of their turnovers, I'll say that. And that was big for us. When they made a mistake and tried to give us points, we didn't let the chance slip by. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
Half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Yeah, we have, Kevin, and that's exactly what this team needed from him. He's been terrific.
And you know what, Steve? A double-double in 2 quarters of play, guys. I mean, that's nothing to complain about.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. We've got Russell, also Reggie Jackson out there, and it's Nurkic in at the center position.
And, Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
Yep, well-deserved. I mean, they have worked their tails off on the glass.
And Jackson throws it down hard. It's astonishing to see a player, Clark, at his position who can get to the rim like that.
Yeah, he goes very vertical on you, Kevin.
And once he's up there, you know he's going to throw it down hard.
Here's Money, guarded by Jackson. They double him with Russell to the inside. Knox. No good. Good work defensively by Monroe. And here's the fast break. Here's Jackson, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at New Orleans. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, Oklahoma City, right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
I think for the Pelicans, they've been taking care of business all season long and very much looking forward to the playoffs.
Yeah, you know, the regular season is a marathon. They've tallied a great record to this point, but really, it's all about positioning and preparing themselves for the postseason.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. The dish to George. Fires the three. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. 16 points here for George.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Jackson passes to Nurkic. And Davis pulls it down. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Money. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Well, his free throw numbers this year are below 70%. So when he's getting to the line, he has not been effective.
And somehow it's become a real struggle at the free throw line. He's lost his way there. I mean, he's not having anywhere near the same success he had there last season.
Russell with it. Picked up by Kobe. Here's Jackson. Monroe's shot is good. Monroe's got 8.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Here's Money. Here's Knox. Rebound by Greg Monroe. Monroe's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Money. Here's Nurkic. Cannot hit. And New Orleans will come the other way. Here's Money. 28 points for him. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Well, folks, tonight a great rebounding game we're watching in progress. And now, you know, with that in mind, let's take a look at the all-time record for rebounds in a single game. How about Wilt Chamberlain with 55 rebounds back on November 24th, 1960.
And that's a record that I always thought would stand forever. No one's come close to it for decades.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, Kevin. Over that last break, I listened to the Pelicans head coach address his team. He told them to be looking to attack in the open floor. He doesn't want them getting slowed down in half-court sets. He wants the fast break to be a major weapon. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thank you, Doris. New Orleans has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And George with the stuff.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Outside Jackson, pass to Yates. The 11-footer, and he gets the jumper to drop. Shot 26.
His shooting has been so good today, he may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
Here's Money, guarded by Jackson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Russell kicks to Jackson. Outside Russell. 6 to shoot. To the left wing. Here's Yates. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Here's Money. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Russell kicks to Jackson, and the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got 8 here in the quarter.
Now, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to executing that lead pass.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. He feeds it to Russell. Back to Jackson. It's tipped. Here's Money, covered by Monroe. Money passes to Davis. Fires from 18. And it's off the back rim. No good. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The drive by Russell. Another shot, and it's laid in by Monroe. Monroe's got 10 points in the game.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
Here's Money, guarded by Jackson. Tries to snap the cold streak, and there's the nice lay and excellent work for Money. Money's got 30 points.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
The drive by Jackson, and it comes off the front of the rim.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
Money passes to Davis. Here's Money, covered by Monroe. Here's Money. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Jackson, a screen on George. Here's Yates. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. New Orleans gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Throws it up high.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. I mean, he put it on an absolute platter for him.
Now here's Jackson. D right on him. There's the pick. Lets it go with the 3. The rebound by Kobe Bryant. Bryant's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Picked off in midair. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Money. Outside Jackson. Monroe dishes to Jackson. Can't hit from in close.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
And Bryant kicks to Gordon. Left side, Kobe. Five to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass. Bryant's got 7 points.
Well, here we go again. An open path to the hoop, an easy 2 points. Where is the defense?
Jackson passes to Yates. Fade away. Kept alive. Monroe. And nothing but air on that one. New Orleans has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Here's Money. 33 points for him. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Oh, man, they are just putting the hammer down right now.
Defensively and offensively. It has all been working for him today.
That's tipped. And they're moving it up.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play. Well, the lead isn't getting any smaller. I mean, this is an incredibly well-rounded performance for this club on the road.
You know, that's the thing, Steve. To dominate as they have in front of a hostile crowd, really impressive.
Jackson kicks to Monroe. Passes it to Yates. Right wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Jackson. Detroit, no good that time either. And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 13-3 run right now. Outside, Kobe. The pass to Money. Misses off the right iron. Detroit's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Poole. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Money, guarded by Jackson. Here's Money. Here's Knox. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. 11 points in the game.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Inside. Here's Poole, and he gets the bucket.
Assist from
New Orleans gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Left side Jackson. Another shot. Monroe's shot is good. Monroe's got 12 in the game. And so here is New Orleans. Here's Money. 37 points for him. Here's the screen. In low to Davis. And he gets it to go. He's got 16.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
For the finish, throws down the breakaway jam.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
The drive by Jackson. Here's Monroe. Rebound by Kobe. Bryant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Money. .34 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Money's got 39.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Back to Jackson. Passes it to Yates. From about 16, cannot hit.
How about the effort we're seeing from him on the boards? He's already in double figures.
Yeah, and more importantly, Steve, his rebounds are leading the team.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Pelicans ahead, just...
Tune in this Tuesday night, March 9th. The New Orleans Pelicans take on the Philadelphia 76ers. Be there.
Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. Paul George is checked in for the Pelicans. So the Pelican 5 right now. Teague out there with Gordon. Then it's Paul George, and it's Muscala in at the 5 spot. Back to Russell. Here's Yates. Uses the glass to drop it in. He's got 34.
Tell you what, he's had an excellent game, and they're going to have to continue to rely on him if they're going to come back.
So both teams making some changes here. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Outside Teague. There's the pass to Money. From beyond the arc. Great D that time from Jennings. The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. It's hauled in by George. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. There's the screen. Here's Money, and he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Westbrook. And here's Jennings, the fast break opportunity. They get it again. Comes up empty down low.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Jennings. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his 5th personal foul. 4th team foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on it.
And, well, Detroit shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. 4-3, Westbrook puts up the baby hook. That one rolling around and rims out.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Soft touch off the glass.
You gotta love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
The Pistons shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Out to the wing. No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Here's Money.
Pistons foul. Boyd. That's his 1st personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line of the Pelicans.
That free throw, no good. And the Pelicans making a change. Gordon's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Detroit with the ball. Pass to Nurkic. Got a piece of it. Wide open. Good. He hits the jump shot.
The defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
The Pelicans have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%. 7 of 14. Off the pick. Out loose off the pick and hammers it home. Well, guys, for a point guard, he can punch it.
Yes, sir. I mean, that would have been unheard of about a decade and a half ago, Kevin, seeing a guy bounce like that at his size.
Good point.
Times have changed, though. Guys, we got guards all over the league who can play way above the rim.
For New Orleans, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Here's Money. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
I would call it an irate finish, even.
Jennings with the bucket.
The success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Of course, they have to stay hot, but if they do, I think you're right, Clark, particularly if they can convert defense into offense.
Outside, George. There's a screen. Eric Gordon on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is.
Kicks to Jennings. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for New Orleans.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And the one thing that stood out about these guys all season long, their resiliency to come out and play hard and win games. We've watched some epic battles that they've played, and tonight will mark their 64th win in the year. Something else.
And guys, being in opposite conferences, these teams only meet twice a year, and when it's been a while since you've seen a team like this, it always feels good to take the first game of the season series, and that's exactly what's taking place here tonight against the Pistons.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for Money. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone on his team on offense.
That's his third personal foul. Team is in the shooting for New Orleans. Money.
That one is off. Both teams will make substitutions. So he comes up empty, missing both. Detroit's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And the basket good.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Assist from
New Orleans dictating the flow. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.
shooting for New Orleans. Money.
That's good for Money. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Jennings. He kicks to Westbrook. The feed now to O'Neal. Can't get it to go. Here's Money. It's good.
Well, guys, tonight they came in here. It really dictated the terms of the engagement, which is very difficult to do as the visitors.
You're right. That's not usually the way things work in the NBA. It's a great win, and no question, it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, plenty of assists for you tonight. The ball was changing sides of the floor. How fun was it for you tonight to keep setting up your team?
Oh, it was a blast, Doris. For me, there's no greater feeling of accomplishment on the basketball floor than when you make that perfect pass to a teammate, set them up for an easy score. Woo! To get that and a win like tonight, that's amazing.
Hard to doubt it was a job well done. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first, let's check out the Jordan player of the game.